Hey, Bearcat U. I want to reach out to you and give you another class wrap with me, Mr. Spradlin. It's Tuesday, so that's generally when we do these things. I wanted to start today's class wrap with a little tip for the Blackboard course. So from time to time, some of you will submit your assignment. In this case, I'm looking at the assignment that's due tomorrow, the 25th at 11:59 p.m., and that's your Journal 4 article. So many times when we go to submit the assignments, we go through and we start our attempt there on the assignment, and it opens up here, right? Now, when we go to submit the assignment down here at the bottom and attach our document, right? So let's say I've attached the Word document that's part of this entire journal, if you will. Many times we want to go ahead and click and say we've attached it, we want to submit it. Well, sometimes some of you actually click the save and close rather than the submit button. When you hit save and close, I don't see the assignment. I see that you have a draft, but I don't see it. So make sure that when you are ready to submit your assignment, that you choose submit, right? So speaking of our journal activity for today, right? So remember, you're going to be using your daily planner that we talked about this week, and you can actually see the journal format example right here, and get in and see there's that wonderful thing. But that being said, the daily planner activity, which is actually here, I'm going to back out for just a second and show you. So if I go to our first class day in time management strategies and scroll down. All right, here's our daily planner, right? So in essence, you need to put together a one-day daily planner, right? So you go in and you can download this file and fill it in. And then you'll have it saved locally and then upload it to the assignment, right? So obviously for the daily planner activity, you want to identify, remember, as with most of the assignments, whatever you pick is going to be good. Don't stress so much about that, but identify 3 or 4, tasks that you want to prioritize as part of your day. Remember, we talked about this in class where sometimes we get to the end of the day and realize there's not enough time for me to do these things, right? There's not enough time for me to get in and hit the studying, plus do this work, plus do this other thing. That's why it's important on those days to make sure we have a plan to tackle those things so we don't let some of that time slip away. So remember, you use that daily planner activity here. So you'll pick those, you'll actually identify those tasks. You'll identify which one's the most important. And then actually go through the other tasks as well. Then determine what tasks you should do first, schedule, delegate, and don't do. So again, this is that activity that we're talking about. This is the daily planner activity. So what you'll do then is you'll go to the lesson 5 journal, number 4. You will go to your attempt, and here is the successful journal. Remember, we talked to you about, hey, it's due obviously tomorrow by end of day. The key to successful journal is to answer the questions as honestly and authentically as possible. So if you scroll down, you'll actually see the directions and prompts. So use your daily planner that you filled out and reflect on what you've learned about time management. So, think about your daily planner. You want to use that. And then you want to reflect on how you planned it and why you planned it. Did you think about the Eisenhower method where you were determining what's the most important? Did you think about the spacing method where you're spacing out those blocks during the week? Or were you leaning more towards the Pomodoro method or the interweaving method? All of those things, right? So do that kind of a thing, right? So reflect on what you learned about time management and then submit that one-page journal entry. Remember, there's the journal prompt and checklist. So if you wanted to take a look at it here, the full instructions will show up here. Here. So think about that daily planner that you did, and refer to it when you do this journal entry. If you have any questions about the wonderful assignment or anything like that, don't hesitate to ask myself or Michaela, who will be in class tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow you're going to make sure, if you haven't already, you need to reach out to Michaela and schedule time to meet with your peer mentor, right? So if you haven't already, make sure that you do so. But that's going to happen during tomorrow's class, so you'll actually have time to get in and take care of that. So good times. Remember, if you're looking for some bonus credit, you might want to think about that Common Reader Corner. Think about reading the book and then coming and participating in that discussion. But next week we actually get into some reading strategies, and that was some of the things that we talked about a little the week before last, right? In terms of studying and how to read and all that good stuff, and then some note-taking strategies as well. But that being said, just remember, you need to get that journal prompt turned in to us by tomorrow, Wednesday, the 25th, at 11:59 p.m. Remember also, you have the meeting with the peer mentor. If you haven't already, get in there and schedule it. You should have received an email from Michaela reminding you about that, or an announcement or a message. But just remember that that's coming. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have a great day, a good day with Michaela tomorrow in class, and I hope to see some of you at the H-Town Showdown, where we play Texas State at the NRG on what day is that? Saturday. And I will be tailgating, and then I'll be in there for the game. Thanks a lot, y'all. Again, if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. And we look forward to seeing you work through your assignments, and I look forward to offering you feedback on them so that we can continue learning together. Thanks a lot.